Hello, everybody. Welcome back to loanofficerpodcast.com. I'm your host, Chris Johnstone. It's happening. AI is now responsible for 40% of the volume of a loan professional that's doing over 15 loans a month. 40%. As the market changes, as the market picks up, what I believe to be the largest consumer direct opportunity for lead generation is happening. And it's happening in a way that you're probably not expecting. So, what's happened with this client, and we're going to be releasing an interview very shortly with them talking about their experience and how it works. What they're discovering is that they're actually getting referrals from ChatGPT and Grok and Gemini and all of the AI agents with the work that we're doing for them. So we're doing all of the work behind the scenes to run their AI, create their content, do their website optimization, and feed everything into these large language models so that they recommend them to customers. And when we originally started the process over a year ago, we were really heavily focused on looking at it from like a traditional SEO perspective of like, let's go get a keyword, let's go get a really highly authoritative blog, put it on their website, push a whole bunch of really high quality links to that content so Google sees it as authoritative, and then it would move up the search engine rankings and generate traffic from a whole bunch of keywords, which is like your traditional SEO. That's how it was done, right? So we took that process and we applied it to AI, thinking that if we were able to build authority within one area, that we would start generating a bunch of different leads from a bunch of different sources. And it just so happened with a number of our different clients that they were niche specific lenders. So we've got one in reverse mortgage. We've got one specific for divorce lending, which is super interesting. Another one of our clients specializes in fix and flip loans. There's another one that's doing like really large commercial projects. And then traditional like FHA, Fannie Freddie, like I just want to be the number one loan officer. That's the primary. But we've got all these niche sub accounts that we help as well, all in the mortgage industry. And what we started realizing is that the leads that were coming in, I shouldn't even call them leads, I should call them referrals. These referrals that were coming in from ChatGPT were people that had really specific use cases and questions that had already gotten to the point of speaking to a lender, and they were either reaching out to submit an application with the lender that the AI recommended, or they weren't happy or they were looking for more information on the quote that they got from another lender, and they were looking for a second opinion, and they were getting that second opinion from the artificial intelligence. Probably the best use case or example I can give is we had a self-employed borrower that came in from out of state, and so they were looking for a very specific type of loan in a very specific marketplace. They had been given a quote by a national lender that they felt was not competitive on rate. And they were online and actually took the loan scenario, uploaded it into AI, and were looking for second options. Our client was recommended. They submitted the mortgage pre-qualification documentation online without even speaking to our client, just from the recommendation from Grok in this particular case. So they get this mortgage pre-qualification that comes in. It's from AI, and the borrower on the other side is getting a loan for over $1 million from them. They were able to do better on the rate, provide a phenomenal, really well done educational process for that borrower, win that loan and close that deal. Came 100% from an AI recommendation. And we're now seeing almost daily, we're getting people telling us, like, hey, Chris, I'm following what you're doing in the book, or I'm following what you're teaching in the classes, or you guys are doing it for me. And we're now getting recommended by ChatGPT. And so, what I want this episode to be about is a new way of thinking in how you run the marketing in your mortgage business, to have AI at the foundation of everything that you do so that everything works better and it actually works less. Now, obviously, I'm going to promote the book. I just wrote a book. It's on AI. It's really good. It's called AI 101. because I wrote the book in a way where you can go from not knowing anything about artificial intelligence at all to setting up your account, going through a brand survey, getting your brand into AI, all the way through to the advanced strategies of having artificial intelligence pick up your phone, answer your emails, answer your text messages, help you with underwriting that comes in low and getting that overturned. All kinds of incredible use cases here for us in the mortgage industry. It's $9.99 on Amazon, and it comes with video tutorials for every single chapter in the book. You can go to loaibook.com, opt in, and it will put you on the Amazon page, on the thank you page, where you can go and invest the $9.99. That also gets you access to a private Facebook group where I'm in there every day posting about what we're learning about artificial intelligence, providing content like this. And you also get access to our Friday mastermind at noon Eastern when you order the book as well. So loaibook.com. I would love it if you go and pick up your copy. Now, talking about how to run every aspect of your mortgage business with AI as the foundation so that all of it works better. We need to move into a world where AI assists each of your processes, because when you teach the artificial intelligence and actually demonstrate that you are a mortgage expert in your market, but also with each of the individual product types that you help customers with, and you use the artificial intelligence to help answer the questions, find the research, communicate with your borrowers, do the research on the most frequently asked questions, and answer those questions and produce the content on it, you prove to the artificial intelligence that you are an authority. And that is the future of marketing. It is not tricking a search engine into thinking that you're the most relevant in your local market, or maybe you were. But I've seen plenty of experts that are in the Scotsman's Guide top 50 that are not number one on Google, right? It was kind of a game. It was, you had to have a nerd like me or my team behind you feeding this information into Google in order to get ranked. We're now moving into a new world where the artificial intelligence is smart enough to understand shenanigans. I say that in the nicest way possible, but like if you were gaming the SEO system in the past, that's not going to work moving forward. And most likely, it's going to be a hindrance. So if you're using like traditional SEO strategies like we were a year ago, we were pretty well off the mark, but we were able to learn, and now we've got it dialed, right? And it is setting up an account inside of AI and filling the settings with all of the information about you and your business, who you are, core values, how you help your clients and customers, your websites, all your online profiles, your documentation, and compliance guidelines, all the different product guidelines for everything that you offer. Everything needs to go into your AI brain inside your account. And you can do that inside ChatGPT, and you can do that inside of Claude. Those are the two services that I recommend. I still recommend ChatGPT. Yes, I know there's a ton of people out there making a bunch of noise about Claude, as they should, because it's an exceptional tool. But it does not change the fact that right now, roughly 84% of all customers on the internet that are using AI are using ChatGPT. I believe they have the highest likelihood to be the Google of AI in the future. And no, I don't want you to just be an AI powered professional that's like nerding out on like building websites and stuff that isn't actually going to move the needle in your business. I want AI to recommend you to a customer, so a customer calls you and you fund a loan. I believe the most of that is still going to happen on the ChatGPT platform. And so I believe you should set up your ChatGPT account first, fill it with all of your information, then start using it. The reason why you fill it with all your information first is every time you have a conversation with it, it comes out with a branded response, right? You give it your logo, you give it your colors, you ask it for a PDF, it's going to produce a PDF with your brand and your logo and your colors on it. It's incredible, right? But what you're also doing is you're being like, hey, this is me. I'm Chris. I'm in this mortgage business. I'm in this marketplace. This is who I am. So every time you produce a piece of content, it knows that you're the expert and the authority that's creating the content and having the conversations with the artificial intelligence, right? And so I believe that you should have a business login to a ChatGPT account and you use that for all of the information. Now, as you go through this process with me and you read the book and you attend the classes, you're going to get into advanced strategies. But here on the podcast today, I wanted to give you just one simple one, and that is your weekly newsletter, because this is going to help you understand how AI sits at the foundation of the most profitable processes that you can have in your mortgage business. So, inside my book, I give you a prompt. Basically, it goes like this. Every Friday, turn on at 7 a.m. Go into this local real estate marketplace and find me two new listings that people are really going to like in this price point with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, like whatever your middle of the road house is. And then find me one outrageous listing that's listed for at least over $1 million that people are just really going to like the pictures of and really like looking at. Then go out and find me mortgage news that has happened this week. Find me local things from around the town that are going to be happening this weekend that people need to know about, and personalize this newsletter to you. You set this prompt to go out every Friday morning. It does the research and then it produces you an email newsletter to send out. Now, inside that prompt, I have go find the most frequently asked questions about mortgages in this market on Reddit, Facebook groups, inside the LLM, and on Google. And I don't know where the sources of the information are, but it brings back really good, solid Q&A questions. And at the bottom of every newsletter, there's a you should know. And it's got the question and it's got the answer, okay, of the most frequently asked question for that week for your market, which is going to build authority when you do the next step that I'm going to teach you here in just a second. So all you've done is you've gone to ChatGPT, you filled it with all your information. Then you've given it a prompt and said, every Friday morning at 7 a.m., turn on, research my local marketplace, write me a super engaging newsletter that I can send out to everybody inside my CRM and produce it for me every Friday morning. So every Friday morning, you're going to get a message from your ChatGPT that says, hey, I'm done the research. Here's your newsletter. You take a look at it. If it's bang on, you're going to copy and paste it into the loan officer CRM and you are going to send it to all your past customers and to all your referral partners because there's something in there for everybody. If it's not the way that you like it, that's an opportunity for you to teach the AI. Hey, don't write it like this, write it like this. Hey, that Q&A that you did, great question. Here's the real answer. And you teach the artificial intelligence. Now, what are you when you're a teacher? You're an authority figure. And so every time you take the output that AI gives you and you refine it and you teach it, you're actually proving to the artificial intelligence that you are an authority in that subject, in that topic, and you basically earn like authority points by actually doing the work with the artificial intelligence. Now, let me give you a bonus tip. Um, in the prompt, always ask for the business. So at the bottom of every single message, you should have a very clear ask for the business. So we've got a couple of mortgage organizations right now that have fantastic programs for refinance. Hey, here's our refinance deal. Here's where you book an appointment with me. And I would love it if you tell your friends if they're thinking about a refinance right now, please forward this email along. If you have any friends, family members, or coworkers that are actively looking to buy, sell in today's marketplace, please forward this email to them and CC me. It is an exceptionally easy way for you to stay in touch with all your past clients, stay in front of all your referral partners, provide value, and ask for referrals once a week. And AI does all of the work, and the output is absolutely exceptional. While you are doing that and getting deals from your database, you're also teaching the artificial intelligence that you are the expert in your local marketplace, identifying the top question in your local marketplace about mortgages, and then answering that question to the AI so that you're the authority so that you get to win the referrals in the future from artificial intelligence. Now, let me take it even one step further with you. If you're overwhelmed at this point, stick with me. Just order the book. Go to loaibook.com, like start on the first page and just like go through. It's got copy and paste prompts and that you could just swipe and deploy. I give you a PDF copy of the book when you order it, so you can literally like copy and paste on your computer. Dorian makes it super simple, walks you through the whole process. $9.99, right? So if you're feeling overwhelmed, just go buy the book. Don't worry, it'll guide you through the process. Next up, you take the email newsletter. You go back to your ChatGPT account and you say, "This was awesome. Thank you." Turn it into a blog and make sure you use the right schema markup. Voila. AI is going to produce a fully done blog page for you where you can copy it, take it into the Loan Officer AI CRM, open up the website portion of the Loan Officer CRM, which is we have a blog in there for you that you can use inside the CRM, paste it, and publish it. And then what you've done is you've just signaled all of that incredible content, the Q&As, your authority, your regular posting on a regular basis, and now you're also feeding it into the Google ecosystem. And so you're getting the benefits of database marketing, referral partner marketing, newsletter marketing for more referrals, and blogging and potential traffic from both Google and AI all in one process. Now, this is one of the many ways that we love to help loan officers implement AI in their business. To those of you in the mortgage industry that are funding more than 3 loans a month, I believe wholeheartedly that you should be paying Connection Incorporated, my company, in order to get you recommended by AI. We have an incredible process. We're seeing incredible results from that process, and I would love to do it for you. It's $2,000 a month. It's going to take at least 6 months. So it's a 6 month contract for us to work together in order to do that. So that's $12,000 investment. So the question you have to ask yourself is it worth it to invest $12,000 up front to potentially be the lender that's recommended by artificial intelligence for years to come in the future? If you hear that and you go, "That's a no-brainer. Absolutely. I will write a small check to potentially cash a big check," then you need to go to LOAI referrals.com. That's LOAI referrals.com. It's an opt-in page. You put in your information, hit submit. On the next page, it will give you details on the program, exactly what's going to happen. And then there's a calendar to speak to someone on our team that's actually going to reverse engineer your market. Who are your competitors? What does their brand look like on AI? What does your brand look like on AI? Can we actually help you? If we can, we will outline everything that we will do for you, and then you get to decide whether or not you work with us. Totally consultative, no high pressure sales pitch. It's just we know that we can help you. We know we can only help a handful of loan officers in each market. I believe you should be one of them. So go to LOAI referrals.com, fill out your information, book an appointment, talk to our team, and find out if this is the right opportunity for you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to share it with your friends in the mortgage industry. Thank you for all your love and support on the book. If you bought it and you liked it, I would love it if you went to Amazon and left me a 5-star rating and review. Actually helps. And thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.